Hello and welcome. I'm Ash Mannix. It is Wednesday evening once again. I almost forgot to put up the stream. Wait, it is Wednesday, right? Yeah. My schedule has been a mess. I ended up not streaming on Sunday either. Because I haven't decided upon what to stream on Sundays now that is finished. Decisions. But yes, I might actually. I don't know. Anyway, let us get into this. Let's switch to the full screen. Let us continue with Detective Instinct. Oh, have I said? I've not even introduced the game. I'm Ash Mannix. It is Wednesday evening, and we're going to play some more Detective Instinct. Farewell, my beloved. I'm great at this. Been doing it for years, and I'm still terrible at it. I don't think I'll ever not be terrible at streaming. But in the last part of the playthrough, we went with Emma. That's her name, right? Emma had described meeting someone early in the morning. Someone who seemed to not be in the best of moods. A woman who looked kind of, I don't know, kind of nervous or sad or something, or worried. She had came across her. They talked for a little bit, and then he decided to sit down for some tea and chat. They agreed to meet around lunchtime. Lunchtime came, so they parted ways after breakfast or whatnot. Agreed to meet around lunchtime. Lunchtime came. Emma went to try and find the woman. They had agreed to meet in the food cart, or whatever it's called, the cart with the bar in it. And she wasn't there. And then when she asked all the other people on the train who had seen Emma with this woman, they all said, "Oh, we don't know who this person is. We never saw this person. I don't know who you're talking about." So they're basically gaslighting her for some reason. What the hell? Why is this not working? So we helped Emma, kind of told us about this, and she thought she was going insane. So we helped her do some investigating. We kind of also broke into someone's room. What the hell? I'm not right. I'm gonna look at this tomorrow. We found a ring that belonged to the woman, or we suspect belongs to the woman. And I think Emma said she saw the woman with that ring. I don't know. We asked the professor if he knew what it meant, and it looked like it was from someone called AC, which I believe Emma had said the woman whose name started with an A. And it looked like a wedding ring. And description in the wedding ring that was in old, whatever the language. It's like the traditional language of the country this came from. Vidania. Either way, I think we're gonna continue this. No, I believe we've just started a new chapter. So this is the next day. Emma has come to. I think she asked us some questions to refresh our memories of what's happened in the case so far. That would have been a better place to start at, now that I think about it, rather than starting just after that. Anyway, let's talk to her about plans. It seems to me like we have two options. Either go to the lounge car or talk to Veda and Monty again. I'm up for either, so I'll leave it up to you. Okay. I just don't understand how I could have lost it. This is the ring. I swear it was on my nightstand when I went to sleep. Oh, okay, right. The next morning, so Emma's came to us the next morning after the day of the investigation, and she had the ring. She'd kept it with her, and it turns out the ring has gone missing from her room. And I think the implication there is that someone has stolen it. Now, she's not saying that someone has stolen it, but I believe that's what is being implied. I just don't understand how I could have lost it. I swear it was on my nightstand when I went to sleep. Do you think it's possible someone might have stolen it while you were sleeping? That's a scary thought. I feel like I would have noticed if anyone came into my room, though. I'm not as heavy a sleeper as you are, Ash Mannix. Alright. Ugh, give me a break. I know, right? Either way, we may not have it anymore, but at least we know what it said. To my beloved AK. Ah, yes. Did I say AC? AK. Oh, yeah, like AK-47. That's how I'm going to remember this. I wonder if it's really hers. Yeah, so that's what it says on the ring. We suspect it belongs to the woman that Emma met, but we haven't confirmed that. So the plot thickens. Right, so we could either go to the lounge car or we could see Veda and Monty. Is going to see Veda and Monty really going to be helpful? Let's do it. To hell with it. They're an interesting couple. Doesn't seem like anybody's here. And I think the door's actually locked this time. Let's come back a little later, Ash Mannix. Alright. Let's go to the lounge car. Or we go to my place. Ash Mannix cabin. Well, there's two guys yapping away. Oh man, the graphics of the sprites reminds me, and then this is showing my age. It reminds me of the little people sprites that you had in the theme park. The old 2D Bullfrog game. I swear all the kids and all that, all the families would have this kind of like as if they're yapping constantly. What's all that commotion? I think it's just those guys in the booth over there. It sounds like they're having an argument. Wait. Ash Mannix, that's them. Those are the guys in polos who were here with us yesterday. Let's talk to them, quick. Alright. Go to... Speak to... men. Excuse me. Are you out of your mind? That's a coward's club. Excuse me, you two. Do you mind if we... Don't be ridiculous. You could never get shot. You want to bet? They're ignoring me completely. Check the men. These guys sure are making a scene. What on earth are they arguing about? Bartender. Well, the bartender's back. I wonder what sinister concoction he's brewing up today. Right. Let's discuss with them. They seem to be ignoring us, Ash Mannix. Yeah, I got that, thanks. Don't give me that sass. We need to get through to them somehow. Don't give me that sass. Damn, look at that expression. Don't give me that sass. Don't be funny with me, boy. Yeah. I wonder what the bartender has to say about these two. I guess we speak to the bartender. You two again. I mean, talk about the men. These two have been bickering in here for over an hour. What voice did I get this guy? Anyway, most of the other passengers have since left, finding it too noisy. Naturally, this isn't very good for business. Even my strongest blend wasn't enough to make them cease their arguing. Damn, man, what were you putting in that stuff? These two have become a problem for my business. Old man. He has not been here today. Okay. Hey, that woman who ordered a glass of wine yesterday, Veda, do you know anything about her or her husband Monty? You could say, I know a little, yes. Okay, say some more. What interest do you have in those two? What? Why are you being so weird about it? God damn. No, I've not seen any rings. Ugh, this guy is so... How about we make a deal? A deal? Oh no, what could he possibly have in mind? I need these two men to leave so that my customers will return. I have been unable to get them to do so. If you can get them to go, I will tell you a secret about that couple, Veda and Monty. A secret? I can't promise this secret will be useful to you, but I suspect you will find it interesting. Well, do we have a deal? I don't know how much we can trust him, but we need to talk to those guys anyway, so... Deal. Talk to me after you've succeeded. Oh my god, I need to speak to the man. Excuse me? My short game is far better than yours. Then why do you put free putt every hole? Alright, okay, the poll is because they play golf. Of course it's because they play golf. Excuse me? What do you want? Can't you see we're talking here? Damn, man, they just like jumped up fucking rapid. Yeah, what's the idea? What's the big idea, punk? Whoa, I'm sorry, I've just been trying to get your attention for a little while now. Is that so? Well, I apologize for my companion's utter rudeness. His manners are as questionable as his game. My manners? My game? Why, I oughta... if you don't mind me asking, what were you two talking about? Oh, it's nothing important. My friend Palmer here seems to think his short game is superior to mine when he can't hit a green inside 100 to save his life. At least I can putt, Dennis. You make a mockery of the greens with the amount of strokes you take. Ashmanix, do you know what they're talking about? Come now, my girl. What else would we be talking about? Golf, of course. Can you not tell by the way we're dressed? Oh, that does make sense. Anyway, you said you were trying to get our attention, yes? What do you need? Oh, nope. You two were in the lounge car around this time yesterday, right? Yeah, that sounds about right. Do either of you remember seeing me and another woman there? We were sitting at the booth. Let me think. Thinking. Nope. No recollection at all. Oh, what the fuck. But we were right there. You two were on that couch and... I'm very sorry, miss, but you have to understand. When Palmer and I are engaged in passionate debate, there's little else either of us will pay attention to. It's very true, miss. For instance, yesterday, I believe we were having a spirited discussion about which club is better off the tee, the driver or the 3-wood. It's the 3-wood. With a 3-wood, it's fairways and greens all day, baby. The driver is too inaccurate. Maybe for a shank artist like yourself it is. Nothing compares to the raw power of the driver. Nothing. You're calling me a shank artist? You're in the woods in half of your drives. You gotta let the big dog eat, Palmer. He's hungry. The big dog is wild, Dennis. He can't be tamed. Ashmanix, are they still talking about golf? Let's just say they are. I have no idea. Hey, you, why don't you settle this for us? What club is better off the tee, the driver or the 3-wood? Oh, what the fuck? Fuck it. It's a driver, baby. Let the big dog eat. Ha! What did I tell you, Palmer? It's all about power. No, this can't be. Well, that settles that one, doesn't it? Good choice, kid. You have a promising career in this game ahead of you. Wow, Ashmanix, I didn't know you spoke golfer. What the hell is this? I've never picked up a golf club in my life. Sorry, I don't remember. What the fuck was the point in any of this? He's definitely the leader. Dennis? Okay. Is he? Golf clothes are so funny. The polo, the little sweater. Why are you making fun of the... I like this place a lot better yesterday when it was quiet. I can't believe it. Another dead end. Of all the people who could have seen you yesterday, it just had to be these weirdos. What a waste. Let's not give up just yet. They may not remember seeing us yesterday, but maybe they know something else that's helpful. Let's keep talking with them for a bit. I'm not so sure these guys know much about anything other than golf. Look at that smug expression on their faces. Wow, there's a lot of stuff we can talk to them about. Can't say I recall seeing a woman like that. Me neither. Why do you ask? What the fuck? You're saying she's gone missing, huh? That's intriguing. A missing woman on a train? Oh, that's her repeat. What's that? Do I wear a ring? Absolutely not. Doing so would interfere with my grip. I don't even wear a glove, like most golfers. You can't possibly control the club unless you can feel it with your bare hands. Says the guy who complains about blisters after every round. I do no such thing. Oh yes you do. How many times do I have to tell you? You're gripping the club far too tightly. I don't think they have the ring. We don't know anything about a ring. Okay. You want to know about Palmer and I, eh? That's not much. There's not much to tell. We're from London. Vendreka was the last leg of our trip. A dramatic and exciting tour of all the best golf courses in Europe. Well, that's what it was supposed to be anyway. Yeah. First the airline lost our clubs in France. Then we got mugged in Switzerland. What? We tracked down the thieves to Austria and got our wallets back, but then our rental car broke down. We hitchhiked with an elderly couple for a while, but they kicked us out somewhere in Slovakia for ruining their vacation. Finally, we walked across the hills for a few days until we were in Vendreka. And lo and behold, we came across the last golf course we intended to play on our trip. It was a miracle. At least it was, until it started thunderstorming. All told, we managed to play about 3 holes in 2 weeks. But what a 3 holes they were! I've never played with such consistency before. Such grace. 2 birdies and an eagle. I hit every green, sank every long putt. I'll never play that great again in my life. Never! What do you think, Ash Mannix? I got nothing. Palmer and I had quite an adventure, huh? Okay. An old man? You see a ton of old men on the golf course, let me tell you. Okay. It's true. Golf is one of the few sports you can still play at old age. I'll take that as a no. Nope, we've seen no old men here. Golf, oh god. Do I really want to ask them about this? We might end up being here all day. Yeah? I don't know. I really don't think this is a good idea. Yes! Surely this would be just a waste of time, right? You. Huh? Who? Me? I can see it in your eyes. Do you see it too, Palmer? Yes, I see it. You want to know more about golf, do you not? Oh no. Oh no. Well, there's nothing we can tell you. There's not? Golf is a game about feel, kid. Until you grip that club with your hands, take a swing, and watch that ball fly, you'll simply never understand. It would be a waste of time talking golf with an amateur such as yourself. That's right, a complete waste of time. I couldn't agree more. However, I do see potential in you. A spark of something in your eyes, however small. If you'd like, I'd be happy to administer my patented golfer's aptitude test to see what skills may be lying dormant in your soul. Well, what do you say? It'll only take a minute. Do I really want to do this? Fuck it. Ah ha ha ha, wonderful. Now, if you'll just close your eyes. Now, I'd like for you to clear your mind, forget your surroundings. There's nothing but the sound of my voice. I want you to imagine the sounds of a warm summer day, a nice breeze, birds chirping, insects buzzing, cars going by in the distance. Okay, I can hear it. Now, allow an image to form in your mind. From a humble tee box, a vast expanse of fairway stretches before you on a clear, sunny afternoon. Maybe something like this? Good, good. Now, for the most important part. You take your driver out of your bag and place a tee in the soft grass in front of you. You place a ball on the tee. You're going to take a swing. This will require focus, concentration. Your goal, a straight drive down the middle of the fairway. Now, imagine the form your swing will take. You must perfectly time the moment of impact, achieving the perfect balance of power and precision. Can you visualize what such a thing may look like in the abstract? I don't know. How about something... Wait, I got it. Something like this? Oh, no. Aha, perfect. The moment is almost at hand. When you feel the timing is right, swing. There'll be no delay, no hesitation. You have just one shot to get it right. Remember, golf is a mental game. Don't overthink it, just feel it out. Well, are you ready? This is really stupid, but I won't back down from a challenge. I'll show you, just you watch. Alright, let's do it. What the fuck? Well, how did I do? Uh-oh. You hit a mean slice. Well struck, but veered away right into a bunker. Gonna have a tough approach. Ah, that's the worst. Nobody likes heading into a fairway bunker. I think that was pretty good, Ashmanix. You hit it pretty hard. Yeah, but I think I can do better. What? Are we going to get another opportunity to do the golf thing? Well, would you like to give... Oh my god. Yeah. Aha, wonderful. Now, if you will just close your eyes... Do we have to, like, get it right on the... Alright, visualize the fairway. And now... Take a shot, let's do it. Oh. I have to hit it in the red, right? Well, how did I do it? I don't know. It's the same, what am I supposed to... I'm going to try and... Can I skip this? Right. No. Let's do this again. Oh, shit, what have I done? Let's try and visualize. Am I supposed to get it at the very end? Well, how did I do? Hey, not bad, kid. That was a pretty straight drive down the middle of the fairway. Wow, good job. When I took this challenge, it took me over 100 tries to hit a shot that good. Now, it could be beginner's luck, but still, I'm mildly impressed. There may be a future for you in this game after all. Wow, great job, Ashmanix. Who knew you were such a natural? Maybe I should invest in a set of clubs. Wait, what am I saying? No, we need to stop getting distracted. Can we talk to the... Well, I suppose we need to go to... No. Discuss. I think you're right, Ashmanix. This hasn't been very helpful. Yeah, so where do we go from here? I have no idea. Maybe we should try investigating somewhere else for a bit. Oh, okay. What can we check? Dennis? He's definitely the leader. Palmer. Golf clothes are funny, yeah. Hey kid, this missing woman you're talking about. Yeah? What's the deal with that exactly? You've piqued my curiosity, I must say. Yeah, mine too. Okay. I see. So you met a woman on the train who then subsequently vanished without a trace, and nobody seems to remember her except for you. What is that smug look? Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Palmer? Yes, Dennis. Yes, I believe I am. What? What are you thinking? Ah, this, my boy, sounds like murder. What the fuck? That was not where... I should have known this was going to take... Whatever. Murder? Murder. Murder? Let's talk about murder. I know what you were thinking. Oh, these guys, all they talk about is golf, golf, golf. Well, I got news for you. Dennis and I are well-rounded individuals. We have many diverse interests and hobbies. That's right. And one of those interests just happens to be murder. What? Yeah, you know, killing. What? That sounds really dodgy. Oh, don't give me that look. We're just interested in the subject, that's all. We don't do any killing ourselves. No, that would be crazy. Why do I not feel reassured? You see, Palmer and I have spent many years thinking about the perfect murder. We've read hundreds of detective stories, seen all the good mystery films, researched countless real-life cases. Many such stories involve trains just like this one, you know. There's not a single mystery scenario you haven't heard of. Not at all. This missing woman of yours. Already I can think of a few theories. Let's assume the young lady is correct, and that she did in fact meet this woman yesterday. This only leaves a few possibilities. Shall I list them all? Emma? Sure, let's hear it. Okay. Theory number 1. This woman has been missing since yesterday, yes? Hard to believe she could be missing for a whole day if she really existed. Precisely, Palmer, precisely. It'd be awfully hard to hide a person, or a body, on a train. So, logically, this suggests our missing woman isn't on the train anymore. Correct, yes. Young lady, you said you met this woman on the back platform of the observation car, yes? That's right. Why, I can't think of no better place on this train to meet a potential victim. When we're at max speed, falling off the rear of the train would certainly kill a person. Yes, if I were the killer and I saw my victim there. All it would take is a little push. Yep, you wouldn't find her for weeks. Damn. Actually, I just had a thought. Was this woman in distress when you met her by any chance? Seemingly troubled? Yeah, kind of. Where have I heard something like this? I think it was in a movie. Oh, I don't know, but I recall hearing about someone who attempted suicide by jumping off the back platform of a train's observation car. Oh yeah, that sounds familiar. Well, at any rate, I suppose that too is a possibility. Maybe we should stop. No. I should ask Emma how she's doing. We don't have to keep listening to this if you're uncomfortable with it, Emma. No, it's fine. I really don't want to think the worst, but we can't ignore the possibility either. The only way we can cover the truth is if we keep pushing forward. So let's hear their other theories, Ashmanix. They may give us some ideas. Okay, if you say so. Theory number 2. Though it's unlikely, let's say this woman is still on the train somewhere, alive or dead doesn't matter. Either way, if I wanted to hide a body somewhere on a train, where could it never be found? Where could I do so? Ooh, I know! The bathroom! Don't be dense, Palmer. People are always in and out of the bathroom. How on earth could that be a good hiding spot? Oh yeah, I guess that's true. There's only one place where such a person could be hidden without any passengers or attendants eventually finding her. And that, in her own room, is the storage car. Oh, I guess there's that. I mean, fair enough. Oh, of course, in somebody's luggage. Precisely. Though porters will inspect the storage car periodically, they most certainly do not check inside every box and crate on board. A body could be smuggled off the train in such a crate, and we'd all be none the wiser. Well, what do you think of that? Okay. And now, finally, theory number 3. Well, I don't have a theory number 3, but I bet you're still wondering, if this woman really was here, why is everyone on board denying her existence? Well, my friends, it is really quite simple. It's a conspiracy. What? A conspiracy? That's right, Palmer, and the entire train must be in on it. Ah, yes, I think I have this all figured out. The woman you met was an English spy. Spy? Yes, a spy, collecting information on the nefarious plans of the Vendrekan government on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen. Gasp! I can see it so clearly. This woman has been a target of the Vendrekans for weeks, but alas, they couldn't get to her before she boarded the train. So they had to improvise. All of the train attendants, even the bartender, maybe even the passengers, they're all Vendrekan agents. Every last one of them is in on it. Though they couldn't prevent the poor girl from meeting the woman before they offed her, they could just pretend she never existed. It's so simple. Yes, I see it. By agreeing she never existed, it's the girl who sounds like the crazy one. It's the perfect crime. Well, don't just stand there giving me that stupefied look. What do you think? I think you may have gone a bit too far in a few places with this theory, Dennis. Well, I liked it anyway. Wow, what a laugh. Dennis, wait, look at the time. What's that? Oh, bollocks. They're about to tee off. Apologies, but Palmer and I must go back to our cabin. The British Open broadcast has already begun, and we will not miss a stroke. I hope I didn't spook you too bad with my murderous theories. It's all just in good fun, right? Good luck, and remember, may your drives be straight. And your chips be in. Good luck. Well, that was something. Well, you can't say they're lacking in imagination. I mean, they weren't entirely wrong, right? They didn't see the woman allegedly because they were busy arguing with each other. And everyone else, everyone else could be in on it. I'm just enjoying my lovely cup of tea. I guess so, but was any of that helpful? I don't know that I buy any of their more outlandish theories, but they did bring up a few good points. If someone were trying to hide her, the storage car definitely would be a good place to do so. And, as much as I don't want to admit it, we can't exactly rule out what they said about the observation car either. Not necessarily that she was murdered, but do you really think she'd do that? I don't know. I really don't want to believe it, but I just keep thinking about what she said to me, about how she didn't deserve any kindness. Oh yeah, oh shit, did she say that? Oh, I hope she's okay. How about we check out the storage car for clues? Yeah, good idea, but before we do that... Oh, wait, that's right. The bartender said he'd tell us a secret if we got rid of those guys, right? I wonder what it is. It's probably something lame. Also, let me look at my notes. Ooh, Dennis. A passenger on the train. He's one of the two men in polos that Emma claims may have witnessed the missing woman. Both him and Palmer are golf-obsessed weirdos. But Dennis is clearly the one in charge. It's pretty rude. Palmer, another passenger on the train, and a potential witness that may have seen the missing woman. He's sort of Dennis's lackey. Neither of them seem to have much going on in their brains other than thinking about golf. Charming. Let's, I have nothing to say to you. What? Oh, who's it? What the fuck? Excuse me. Ashman, I think that was him, the old man I saw yesterday. There's literally only 4 people on this train. That wasn't how I was expecting that conversation to go. Oh, wait, there's a detective. What's his name? The detective. Detective? Daltrey, that's it. Oh, hello again, you two. How's your investigation going? Yes, hello. Alright. Well, as you both know, I'm trying to speak to everyone on the train as part of my investigation. But with that guy, I barely got one word out before he brushed me off and went running. The nerve. Do you think he may be involved? Alright, crack dealer! Welcome to the stream. You missed the last stream. Don't worry about it. We're on a train now. What happened in the last stream? Right, so... we caught the train at the beginning of the last stream. We chilled. Emma then came to us going that having up with a problem, and the problem is that she met someone on the train at the very back of the train, the back car, the viewing deck or whatever it's called. Had a conversation with this woman. The woman seemed a bit worried. They came into the canteen car, the bar car, whatever this, what is this called? The food car. They came in here, sat down, had a coffee, had a chat. The woman seemed nervous. And then they agreed to meet. This was yesterday morning, breakfast time. Then they agreed to have lunch. Emma went back to her room, came back for lunch. The woman wasn't there. She asked, so when she had a conversation, there was like 2 or 3 other guests in the car at the same time. She asked all of them if they recognized the woman. Like, there was a couple that actually saw her with the woman and made a weird reaction. And she asked that couple afterwards, do you know where that woman is? And they said, what woman? What are you talking about? We never saw a woman. So everyone's denying that she existed. So Emma's like feels gaslit. She came to us and we basically spent the last episode, the last part of the playthrough, investigating the whereabouts of the woman. Now we found a ring. So there's this weird couple. It's like a rich woman and a rich couple. A woman and her husband who is mute for some reason. And he's very short compared to her. In their room, we found a ring that didn't belong to them. And on that ring was inscribed, "To my beloved AK." Now, Emma thinks that she remembers the woman saying that her name started with an A or something. So she thinks that the ring might belong to her, might be her wedding ring. So what we've spent... yesterday we spent time kind of trying to find out where she was, found out nothing. We spent some time with the professor who was able to translate the text on the ring. And the text on the ring is like... So in Vendreka, what is the place called again? Let's say Vendreka. They speak English since they were colonized or ruled by whoever it was that ruled them. But before they were ruled, they had their own native language, Vendrekan. And this ring, the words written in it were in Vendrekan. So the professor was able to translate it, because it turns out he is Vendrekan, which is why we came to visit. He was part of the was it Vendreka? Vendrekia had a they became independent, but they fought for it. They had like a civil war or something. So anyway, the professor was involved in all that stuff. Character was saying, yeah, whoever. Stuff happened. But yeah, that's the kind of gist of it. So the professor was involved in the liberation, the fights for independence of Vendreka. What happened was Vendreka got split into two. Vendreka West, well, I can't remember what it was called before, but it was split into two, the country. The west part became independent, thrived. The east part remained under the control of whoever was originally controlling the country, and is basically shit. So it's basically it's a bit like Germany when it became East Germany, West Germany. It's kind of that. It's not the Holy Britannia Empire, no. From Code Geass, no. I thought it was from Code Geass. So I don't know. Do you know what? The details are here. Give me a second. Wait. Let me go through this. I have no idea, but he definitely seems suspicious to me now. Let me go to my notes. So, Vendreka. So, it's a small English-speaking European country. Em and I came to Vendreka. And I think the professor has playing cards, study trip. Let's see. There. The Vendrekan Revolution. A period of Vendrekan history in which Vendrekan revolutionaries fought for independence against their occupying country ended about 40 years ago, but the effects of it are still deeply felt in the country. In the conclusion to the revolution, the western half of Vendreka gained its independence, but the eastern half, now called Ganbrika, remains under occupation to this day. According to Martin the professor, their professor, the split between Vendreka and Ganbrika was a compromise made between the revolutionaries and the occupiers. It was only a partial victory, and in the years since, Vendreka has essentially abandoned Ganbrika, meaning the latter country has become a desolate and dangerous place while the former has thrived. And so what you're getting nowadays is that there's like immigrants coming from Ganbrika to Vendreka, but they're treated like shit and given shitty jobs. Yeah, no relation to real life or anything. Anyway. I didn't even have a chance to catch his name. Who knows where he's off to now? Oh well, I guess I'll have to just corner him later. Ha 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 ha! I did see him in the observation car last night. Maybe a train attendant over there knows something about him. Last place I saw him was the observation car. Okay, investigation. How's the investigation going, Daltrey? Oh, I guess that means it isn't going too well. Damn, man, what is that reaction? The missing woman. So, how about your missing woman? Has she turned up? No, not yet. That's too bad. Looks like neither of us are finding much success in our investigations, huh? Well, don't give up. I believe in you. I know you can figure it out. Based on what? I'd love to stay and chat longer, but, well, I still have a lot of ground to cover and not a whole lot of time to do it. If I get back home to the station empty-handed, whoo boy, my bosses will not be happy. Say, you two came here with an older gentleman, right? Your professor. You mean Professor Martin? Why would you like to speak with him? Well, I'll have to get around to it eventually. He seems like a nice fellow. Could you point me in the direction of his cabin by chance? Sure, he's in the third sleeping car in the last cabin. Fantastic, thank you. Good luck, you two. Knock him dead out there. It's a weird turn of phrase to use in this circumstance. There he goes. I'd like to find out a little bit more about that old man. Yeah, you like the old man? Okay. Cracker is going like, this guy is so sus, I swear. What, the detective? He is Dodge. I don't know. Let's talk. Daltrey left. Okay. Jeez. Bartender. Now this bartender, let me tell you the story of this bartender. He is super Dodge. Apparently what he does is he creates his own concoctions for the tea he makes, right? And he basically experiments with people, and apparently he puts some sort of sedative, or he mixes sedative or weird chemicals in his tea for his for the guests. So that's why when Emma met this mysterious woman the day before, they had tea, and then Emma was feeling really lightheaded. She's feeling really tired all of a sudden. So that's why she's like, oh, I'm going to go back to my cabin, back to my room. I'll meet you at lunchtime. Because this guy had like put some dodge in the tea and he admitted it. He's like, oh, I like to experiment with the guests on this train. It's a freaking dodgy psycho. Look at this face. The sound of silence. Music to my ears. Thank you. Now, the secret. Those two, the wealthy couple, are not as wealthy as they appear. Okay. They're not? They were at one time, sure, but now, no, they are most certainly broke. But if they're broke, how can they afford such a luxurious suite? I assure you, appearances can be very deceiving. The husband, Monty, some time ago, he was rather well known in Vidreka as a performer. Sometime later, he was well known as a tabloid curiosity, and now, well, now he's not much known at all. What kind of performer was he? He was... I've said enough, I think. God damn it, man! What a fucking tease! Oh, come on, tell us! No, I think that will do. Come on, Ashman, it's keep pressing him. He has to tell us. God damn it. Persistent, are we? It's not like it's a big secret. If you intend to continue investigating, I suspect it will become quite obvious what the man's profession was. Why won't you just tell us then? All right, how about this? Another deal. Why does this guy keep doing deals with us? I will soon be going on break, but later this evening I will be back in this spot. When I return, if you can tell me the man's former occupation, I will tell you the rest of his sad, pathetic story. What the fuck? Crader says, my type of bartender, and then you went, oh god, never mind, what an evil expression. I know, right? He has this kind of like, fucking dodgy expression. Oh, that's him supposed to be smiling or something. Bloody hell. Pathetic story. Why are you calling it pathetic? Is that all? What's in it for you? Ha! Nothing for me this time. To tell you the truth, I'm just having a bit of fun. Is that? Is that kind of like as if he's like going such a dodgy expression. Anyway, it's up to you. If you'd like to know a little more, well, you'll know where to find me. You're such a dodgy bastard. Bartender. This guy sure likes to play games with us. First he has us get rid of Dennis and Palmer for some info about Veda and Monty. Then he has us guess Monty's former job for more info about their pasts. I can tell he's getting a sick thrill from toying with us, but at least he's being helpful. Crad, you're saying I don't want jizz in my drink. That expression, Toby, he has done it before. Jesus. Ooh. Oh shit. That took a long time to save. That was worrying. Anyway, let's go to... Well, it looks like we have a few more options to consider about where to go next now. Dennis suggested that the storage car would be a good place to hide a person, so we should definitely check that out. That old man was apparently hanging out in the observation car last night too. Maybe we can find some clues about him there. Oh, and don't forget that we still have to try talking to Veda and Monty, especially now that the bartenders agreed to tell us more about them if we can figure out Monty's former job. It's up to you, Ashmanix. Where do you want to go? I want to go to the storage car. What the what is this? I don't know why this looks so ominous. It looks like a giant person without a head. Some dodge is going to be behind that. It's kind of dark in here. Hang on, I think there's another light switch. Bloody hell. Alright, that's better. So everybody's luggage is stored here, right? Why has everybody got... Why are their luggage in wooden boxes? What? Why is there a chair here? Who would take a like a proper dining or fancy ass chair on a train journey? What? What's going on here? Right, the storage cars are for any luggage that's too big to carry on. It wasn't a problem for us, but it's useful for anyone who needs more space or for really large cargo. I'll be honest, Ashmanix, I don't even know where to start. Do you really think she could be in here somewhere? I have no idea, Emma, but it couldn't hurt to look around, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get started. Let's check the area. Man, there's so much junk in here. We better make sure we inspect each side thoroughly. I will check... Where? Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. What's under this cloth? Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, is this one of those... What? Is this one of those things that you stand inside and then someone pushes swords through? Crider saying that's the 8-foot Tifa. Oh my god. What is this? I have no idea. This is unlike any box I've ever seen. Looks about tall enough for a person to fit inside, but for what purpose? Now that I think about it. I feel like I've seen something like this before. Oh? Yeah, let's just say you don't want to be the person who has to step into that box. At least not without the proper training. Yeah, so when they stick swords in, right? I've seen mystery boxes like this before. Wow. Okay. What about that? This looks like a guitar case. Don't you play guitar, Ashmanix? Not really. I mean, I can play a few chords, I guess, but I was never very good. Oh, don't say that. You should play me something. Hint, hint, you dumb shit. Are you nuts? I'm not going to rummage through someone's belongings just to embarrass myself. Bro, what is this reaction? Yeah, I guess you're right. I should have known better. Wait, did you actually expect... I thought she was just saying in general that you should play more. I didn't think she actually meant that you should go nick that guitar and play it. I still think you're probably better than you're giving yourself credit for, though. Why is this woman bigging us up so much? He doesn't this guy doesn't deserve it. What the fuck? What? Did you hear that? I think there's something inside this crate. No way. You don't think... Let's open it. Wait, what did we... Moment of truth. It's going to be nothing, man. A frog? What an ugly bastard of a frog. Is that a frog? I believe that's a toad, Ashmanix. Frogs are smoother and slimier. What? Okay, my bad. Not what we were looking for then. Wait, what is a toad doing there? No, not exactly. He is kind of cute though. Not what we were looking for, but it was fun. I got a new friend achievement. What is this? There was a frog. I mean, a toad in this crate. Otherwise, it's empty. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting. Okay, right. We're gonna... What about the lights? No. No. Okay. Let's do it. The big thing. What on earth could this possibly be? Let's just pull off this cloth. What the fuck? Alright, so is he a magician? Is Monty a magician? Is that what I think it is? Nah. It's just a toy. Don't worry about it. Why is there a guillotine on this train? Why are you sticking your head near it? Ack! What is it? Ashmanix, there's a head in that basket. A head? I think I'm going to be sick. It's fake. Wait. I think... Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, this head is just a model. It looks like it came off a dummy or something. In fact, on closer inspection, I'm not sure this is even a guillotine. What? A real guillotine, okay. The blade is dull. I think this whole thing is just some kind of prop. I mean, obviously. What kind of person needs a guillotine as a prop? Mate, have you seen this? What do you think is going on here? God damn. It's clearly as a magician or something. Other side. Ooh. Let's check where. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. 2 sets of golf clubs. I guess these belong to Dennis and Palmer. But didn't they say their clubs were stolen by the mafia or something? Maybe they bought new sets when they got back to finally got to Vendreka as a souvenir. Just 2 sets of golf clubs. What's this? This looks like a bad Halloween costume. You know, like a sheet ghost. Well, let's see what's underneath. What the fuck? A suit of armor? Hello? Is there anybody in there? No, it seems like it's empty. Bummer, I thought maybe she'd be inside. What, standing inside a suit of armor? Okay. Why would she be in there? Did she say she was a knight of the round table? Oh, I don't know, Ashmanix. Maybe I'm just getting desperate. Yes. I mean, if you're talking to us, no, I shouldn't be. Right. Let's have a look at this. Whatever this is, it's pretty big. Help me pull off this cloth. What the fuck? Why is there nothing in it? I feel like there's supposed to be an animal in that. This is a cage? What do you think it's for? It looks big enough to hold a large animal, like a tiger or something. Oh, don't say that. If that's what it's for, then where's the tiger? Yeah, unless it escaped. Ashman, it's over there. What? There's nothing there. You bastard. I'm sorry, that was mean. You're an arsehole! But still, what is this cage for? Look at Emma taking the piss out of us. It's a large cage. Right, well, let's discuss. Hey, Ashmanix, do you think there's anything odd about all the things that were under cloths? Yes. Is that a joke? No, I mean, do they have anything in common that you think of? It's like a circus, man. A circus or a magician? No, a circus! It would be a circus. Anything in common? Wait, why would you have the knight in shining armor, though? What the fuck? A weird box, a prop guillotine, a suit of armor, and a cage. What kind of person might have a use for all 4 of those things? I guess, magician. Let's think. Maybe. What the fuck? Oh. Why are you honking? What's that mean? Oh my goodness. That scared me half to death. Jeez. Right, I knew train whistles were loud, but that was completely deafening. I guess it makes sense, though. The storage car is pretty close to the engine. Hey, you two, what are you doing in here? Oh, who the hell is this guy? Huh? What? I think he's a porter, Ashmanix. Both of you, show me our boarding passes now. Our boarding passes? Who just carries those around? Mr. Porter, sir, we left our boarding passes in our cabins. We were just here to look for some of our luggage. So you two are legitimate passengers then? Wait, why are you so pissed? I sincerely apologize. It's just I've really been on edge lately, what with all the stowaways. What the fuck? Stowaways? That's right, stowaways. Ugh, it's become a real problem lately. I can't tell you how many people we find hiding behind luggage in here, trying to hitch a ride to London. Some of them have even gone so far as to steal our forged tickets. Can you believe that? I mean, gosh, are you really that desperate to go to London? The weather there is awful. Don't get me started on the food. Oh, what's wrong with the food? I agree the weather's shit. Food's alright. Get yourself a curry. Well, anyway, I'm sorry for blowing up at you. Is there anything I can help you with? Wait, why did you believe that we were people, we had boarding tickets? Like, we've not shown you jack shit. Why are you just taking us for our word? Let's check. Porter. The guy looks pretty tough. Definitely don't want to get on his bad side. Stowaways. You know, we porters aren't supposed to be security guards. Our job is to load and unload luggage, and yet, because of all the stowaways lately, I have to be constantly on alert. And when I see one, it's wabble, bop, bam! You beat them up? Well, no. I usually just alert the police at our destination and have them apprehended when we arrive. Still, it's just a hassle. I can imagine, man. You mentioned that some stowaways have fake or stolen tickets, right? That's right. The crafty ones realise it'd be awfully hard to stay hidden on a train for the entire ride, so they come prepared. Usually with some kind of fraudulent ticket. They'll then pretend to be legitimate passengers. Awfully crafty, but not crafty enough. You see, I'm always carrying around a list of registered passengers, so it's very easy to cross-reference a suspicious passenger with the list. Of course, that only works if I'm able to identify anybody that's acting suspicious, which isn't all that often, if I'm being honest. Say, how about this? I'm sure you've met plenty of people on this train, no? If you meet anyone suspicious, tell me their name and I'll cross-check it with my list. Maybe we can catch a criminal in the act. You have any ideas who to ask him about Ash Mannix? I can think of a few people. Ooh, that's a good one. Wait, Ash Mannix, I have an idea. Remember the initials that were on the ring? Yeah, I remember. To my beloved AK. Let's ask the porter if anyone is registered with those initials. He said he has a passenger list, right? Isn't this a breach of privacy? Are we allowed to see this information? Good idea. Is this GDPR compliant? Yes, I assisted in loading all of the luggage you see here into the storage car. I'm what's called a travelling porter. After loading, it's my job to organise the storage car to ensure smooth unloading at the station. It's quite a physically demanding job, but as you can see, I'm quite up to the task. Haha! Okay, you're tough, good stuff. You want to know more about the luggage in here? You and me both, buddy. I swear I was terrified I was going to lose my head trying to get that guillotine on board. All I know is that the weirdest stuff in here all belongs to the same guy. Some little fella with a big hat. Monty? So maybe he is an official. Ha, that was so scary you. Yeah, it comes through pretty loud in here. Frankly, it's loud everywhere on board, so much so that it's hard to hear much else whenever it blows. Maybe that's something we should keep a note of. We often receive complaints about it waking people up in the middle of the night. But it's not just for show, you know. The conductor will blow the whistle for a variety of reasons, all related to safety. Making a wide turn, when the train stops or starts moving, when we approach a station or crossing. It probably seems random, but there's a method to the madness. Okay. There's more that goes in that whistle signal than you think. Okay, what about luggage? All the strange stuff belongs to a little guy. Okay, Veda. Yes, I have a Veda and Monty registered together. Says here they're in a luxury suite. Lucky. Wait, how can they afford that then if they're broke? Yeah, those names check out. Lame. Daltrey. I don't have a Daltrey registered, but you're talking about that detective, right? What an ordeal that was. He strolled up to the train yesterday and just walked on board. No ticket or anything. He didn't even tell us who he was. We almost had security throw him off before he finally showed us his badge. Honestly, what was he expecting? I would have liked to have seen that. Lol. Oh. He's not registered, but yeah, he's allowed on board. Police! Get the fucking advantage. Dennis and whatever. Yep, looks like both the Dennis and the Palmer are registered together. They're sharing a single cabin. Seems like... that's gotta be rough. The bed in a single is pretty small, but sometimes people do it to save money, which I get. Wait, Dennis and Dennis and Parker are sleeping in the same bed? Okay. Interesting. Yep, no issues with those two. Oh, nope. AK. You're looking for someone with the initials AK? Let me take a look. Nah, Wait, yeah, it looks like there's a couple. Can you tell us their names? Let's see. Alfred Kircher and Arnold Kraus. Andrew Kissinger. I think that's it. Kissinger, what the fuck? Those are all male names. Oh, right. I don't think any of them are who we're looking for, but thanks for checking. Ashmanix, do you think it's possible the ring belongs to one of them? I don't know. That sucked. No one with those initials are registered for this train, sorry. Ah, mate, you're useless. Let's go to the lounge car. Lounge car, that's what this place is. It's totally empty in here. I guess the word hasn't got out that the golfers left. We have this place all to ourselves. There's not much point in sticking around here. Let's come back later this evening when the bartender's back from break. Observation deck. Oh, what's going on here? Who's this person? Wait. Could that woman be one of the workers? If she's one of the workers, nobody would question her, and then she wouldn't be on the list. I think that makes sense. Also, where's the old guy? Is that adultery? Just sitting? I don't think it is, because he wouldn't be just sitting there chilling. Also, look at these sofas. These are nice, man. Wow, this is actually kind of a cool spot. This is the observation car at Ashmanix, the last car of the train. The view here is really wonderful, isn't it? The outside platform in the back is such a neat feature. And it's also where I first met that woman. Let's see if anyone here knows anything about her, or that old man. Who are we talking to, Ashmanix? Let's survey the area first. What? Hey, peace and love, man. Peace and love. I'm sorry, were you talking to me? Sure, man. Peace and love. Come on, say it with me. How about I just think it? Well, alright, if that's what floats your submarine. Peace and love. Peace and love. What is this? Well, I think that's a pretty nice message. I think that guy's high. Let's talk to someone else now, please. What the fuck? Who's this guy? This guy seems very engrossed in his newspaper. I'll be perfect. Yes. I just need to meet one man on this train who hates someone in his life as much as I hate my father. Yes. Then we can simply trade murders. Aha, oh yes, we could never get caught. What the fuck? Ashmanix, do you think we should talk to him? I think we should keep our distance from that guy. Lol. There's a train attendant. We should ask her some questions. Right, so we have... Oh, hello. Oh god, that's what she said. Oh, hello, how can I help you? Let's check the attendant. Wow, these Van Drecken girls really knock me out. I mean, he said it, not me. Anyway, got distracted. Whoa, we've got a lot of stuff to talk about. Missing woman. No, I don't think I've seen any women like that. Oh, what the fuck. I'm so sorry, I don't know. God damn it! Observation deck. Oh, isn't it so nice here? I just love how pretty the views out the windows are. I specifically requested to be stationed here. It's my favourite place on the train. Okay. This is my favourite place on the train. It's starting to become mine too. Damn, Ashmanix. Oh. Man's just being honest. The outside platform is a really unique feature of this train. They were common many years ago, but today it's very rare. Do you think it could be dangerous? Dangerous? No, I wouldn't say so. The guardian railing is pretty high. You'd have to really try to fall off. Granted, if you did, you'd probably be seriously injured or worse, but I don't think it's very likely. Okay. The exit platform isn't really dangerous, if you say so. Old man. An old man? Can you describe him for me? He's kind of short, grey hair, wearing a brown suit, I think. Oh, you must mean Mr. Fisher. Mr. Fisher? Tell me about Mr. Fisher. Mr. Fisher was here last night. Oh, he's such a sweet man. What can you tell us about him? Oh, we talked for what felt like hours last night. He's a real charmer. What? Were you wasting time? What? He told me he's going to London to see his daughter and her family. Oh, that's nice. He said his daughter just had a baby and he's very excited to meet her. Oh, isn't it just adorable? What? Oh, you're looking for him? Well, I'm not quite sure where he's staying on the train, but you should come back here and you should come back here in a few hours. He told me he'd come back tonight. I asked him to tell me about where he grew up. I think he said he's from Ganbrika? Oh, I just can't wait. Ganbrika, huh? My interest has been piqued. Ring. You lost the wedding ring? Oh no, how are you going to propose now? What? No, the ring's mine. It's just something we found on the train and then lost again. Oh, phew, you would have been in some serious trouble if that were yours. I haven't seen anything like that, but I'll keep an eye out. Okay. Oh. You want to know about me? Gosh, I don't know what to say. I don't think this is necessary, Ashmanix. What? What the fuck? Let me ask. How about you ask about something important, Ashmanix? Aye! No! I don't want to... For... Mr. Fisher? What are you thinking, Emma? She said he was from Ganbrika, right? You remember what Detective Daltrey said about the victim from the hotel, right? Otto Keller? Oh yeah, he was a Ganbrikan immigrant, wasn't he? I wonder if there's some sort of connection. I don't know, Emma. There's probably thousands of Ganbrikan immigrants in Vendreka. Yeah, you're probably right. Still, we need to talk to him. I wonder if there's anything else the attendant can tell us about him. Shit. He really is such a sweet old man. I can tell he really cares about his family. There was one thing I wanted to ask him though, before he left yesterday. He said something I didn't understand. He said something about someone named Alma. Maybe it was his daughter's name. Oh, I just can't remember. But isn't that such a pretty name, Alma? What? Yeah, very pretty. Emma, are you okay? She's thinking. Is she gonna remember the name? Alma. Oh my god! Emma! That was her name, Ashmanix. I remember now. Her name was Alma. The missing woman? Yes, I'm sure of it. All I could remember after yesterday was that it began with A, but hearing it now, I'm certain it was Alma. I can't believe it. Note added. Let's ask about Alma. You said Mr. Fisher mentioned somebody named Alma. You're sure? Yep, I'm sure he must have been talking about one of his family members, but I can't remember. Oh, for fuck's sake. Mentioned something about someone named Alma. God damn. Right, who else can we speak to? Check there. It's actually pretty crowded in here. Guess that's not too surprising. It's a pretty nice spot. Notes. Fisher. An old man on the train. He's one of the few people who may have seen Emma and the missing woman together. When Detective Daltrey tried to ask him some questions, he got frustrated and stormed off. I wonder what he's hiding. The train attendant in the observation car says Fisher mentioned somebody named Alma, which Emma insists was the name of the missing woman. Is it possible Fisher knows something about her? What the fuck? What the fuck? Right, let's head to discuss. Fisher was talking about a person named Alma. Could this really be just a coincidence? No. You're certain the woman you met was named Alma? I want to trust my memory, but I just don't know anymore, Ashmanix. Is it possible I heard Fisher mention the name to someone in the lounge car yesterday and that's what I'm remembering? I think you should trust yourself, Emma. I'm sure you're remembering right. Yeah, you're right. I know what she told me. I can't start doubting myself now. Let's stay focused. We need to talk to Fisher as soon as possible. I'm still early. We should keep investigating the other cars until tonight, when he comes back here. Who knows? Maybe we'll run into somebody else who could tell us something about him, or Alma. Thank you for your time. No problem. If you need anything, you know where to find me. Ah, such a pretty woman. Wait, what notes have we just had? Alma. A woman Emma says she met shortly after the train departed. Nobody has seen her since, and strangely, nobody seems to remember her being on the train except for Emma. Emma described her as being in her late 20s or early 30s, with dark hair, wearing a grey coat and a dress. Emma doesn't remember her name, but thinks it began with an A. Emma also said that the woman seemed uneasy and that she didn't deserve Emma's kindness. This, understandably, has Emma kind of freaked out. I wonder what's going on here. Talking with the train attendant in the observation car jogged Emma's memory. She remembers that the missing woman's name was Alma. We know that Fisher was talking about somebody named Alma. Is it possible he knows something about her? Does Fisher know? Does he know? Right, let's go to... I want to go to the storage car. I want to talk to that guy. Yo. Alma. Nope, nobody named Alma registered here. Kind of surprising, actually. That's a pretty common name around these parts. Interesting. Fisher. Fisher. Nope, no Fisher here. There's an old man who told one of the train attendants his name was Fisher. You're sure there's nobody with that name registered? I'm completely sure. This doesn't lie. Do you know where this Fisher is now? No, but we're told he might show up in the observation car tonight. Good to know. Maybe I'll have a little talk with him tonight. Heck, maybe I'll even bring that detective with me. I wonder what Emma thinks about this development. I should ask her once I have nothing left to ask the porter about. What are you thinking, Emma? Oh, I was just thinking about Fisher. There's just so many strange coincidences about him, you know? He's from Ganbrika, like the murder victim from the hotel. He knows someone with the same name as the missing woman. And to top it all off, he might not even be registered for this train. Just who is he? Well, I guess we'll just have to ask him ourselves when he stops by the observation car tonight. We still have some time to kill. Is there anything we have left to do? I don't think we need to ask the porter about anything else. Let's see... Veda and Monty's place. Wait. Oh, there's Monty. Oh, hello, Monty. How are you doing? It doesn't look like Veda is here. Oh boy, this should be interesting. Gonna have this conversation. How are you doing, Monty? Have you been enjoying your trip? Nice weather we're having, no? He can nod his head, man. What the hell? Well, I hope you're having a nice day. Dude, what? What are we doing? What are we doing, man? Ring. Hey, Monty, do you remember that ring we showed you and your wife yesterday? You seem to have misplaced it. You wouldn't happen to have seen it, have you? What about Veda? Do you think she knows where it might be? How can you tell if a man who doesn't speak is lying? What the fuck? Where's Veda? Hey Monty, is Veda out? Oh, he nods to that. Wonder where she is. Oh. Okay. Wait, I know. How about this? Maybe to talk to someone who doesn't speak, you have to communicate silently. What the fuck? Let's try talking to him without saying a word. Maybe he'll open up to us or something. What? Sure, okay. What does that even mean? Alright, just humor her, Ashmanix. What's the worst that could happen? Bro, what? What the fuck? What? It's like we're trying to communicate telepathically. I feel like I can hear what he's thinking. Something along the lines of, I wish these stupid people would leave me alone. Yeah, something like that. I don't think that was helpful, Ashmanix. Oh, we said that out loud? Nope. Okay. Discuss. Any more bright ideas? Hey, at least I tried something. You can't fault me for thinking outside the box. I don't hear you coming up with any better ideas. Well, she has me there. Maybe we could have a quick look around. What? Wow, you don't think Monty will mind? I mean, what's he gonna do? Tell us to stop? Dude, what is... That is a horrible way of thinking. I guess not, but still, let's not go too far. I don't want to invade their privacy. What are you talking about? You're going to look around their cabin? That's already invading their privacy. If you see anything interesting, maybe you could try asking him about it. Check. Where? Let's check. What's that? A deck of playing cards. Maybe Monty's a professional gambler. Well, if he can't tell us anything, maybe he'll at least play a round of Texas Hold'em with us. I don't think we need to ask him about the plant. What about that? It's a jewellery case. We know it has some random playing cards in the bottom drawer. I'm curious about them, but I don't want Monty to know we looked inside. This is where Emma and I found a ring yesterday. I wonder if Monty would tell us if anyone else had been in this cabin besides him and Veda. I don't think the bed is important. Okay. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. That's a nice jewellery case. Must be a lot of expensive jewellery in there, huh? I don't think this line of questioning will be useful. What the fuck? Oh, whoa, look at that face. Ooh. Huh? That reaction seemed different. What the fuck? This guy is impossible to read. There has to be a way to get him to open up to us somehow. Maybe it'll be easier without Veda here. Without Veda, she's not here. Monty had a weird reaction when I brought up these cards. Maybe I should show them to him and see what he does. Oh, we can show? Ooh, ooh, lordy. What's this? Do you want me to give you the deck? Sure, here you go. Is he dealing? He's shuffling the deck. 5, Jack, 9, King, Ace, 7. What does that mean? I think he wants us to pick a card, Ashman. Why is he showing us the cards? Okay, let's see here. What the fuck, King? I picked that one. The King of Spades. Oh, Ashmanis, I know what this is. This is one of those card tricks. We picked a card without him knowing what it was, and now he's shuffling it back into the deck. Okay. And somehow, miraculously, he'll be able to find your card again. Well, what do you know? He got it. That was it. He found it. Wow, that's incredible, Monty. Is that him just being smug and smiling? What is this? Oh, Monty. Oh, my aching head. Uh-oh. Monty, this migraine is so painful. I'm seeing spots, but if I'm correct, are those two irksome children lurking in our cabin again? If they are here, could you please make them leave immediately? I simply cannot tolerate any intrusions right now. Oh, my head. I think we should go, Ashmanix. Yeah, I think you're right. Thank you for your time, Monty. Damn, man. Can we talk to her? No. No. Wait, check. Wait. Ah, yes, the headache routine again. Routine? Damn, man. We should go, Ashmanix. Fine, fine. Let's go to my place. Talk about the time. Oh gosh, look at the time. It's starting to get a little late. Maybe the bartender's back in the lounge car now. Plans. I'm getting the feeling we've done just about everything we can except talk to the bartender again. Do you think he might be back in the lounge car now? Probably. So what do you think, Ashmanix? Are you considering taking up golf now? No, I don't think so. Oh, don't be like that. I know those guys were a little strange, but that shouldn't stop you from having a new experience. I actually kind of like watching golf on TV. It makes me think of my grandpa. He always has it on whenever I visit. He's a pretty good golfer himself. Maybe I'll ask him to give me a lesson. I know it'd be terrible, but it looks kind of fun. And either way, I'd love to see you in a polo and a cute little sweater. God damn! Welcome back, crack dealer! Stuff has happened. Emma is saying that she'd like to see us in a polo and a little sweater. Also, we met a blonde train attendant in the observation car who was quite pretty, and our main man made a few comments on that. Cracker saying my PC hard crashed for some reason. God damn, the stream was just too much for your PC. Emma saying she'd love to see in a polo and a cute little sweater. God damn. Yeah, I bet you would. Mate, what the fuck is that reaction? Why is that reaction? Why is he such a dick? Like, God damn. Is Emma your type of woman? I am not a fussy man. Yes. She's into, like, she's beautiful, she's intelligent. She seems to be caring. I mean, she's caring about this woman she only met once. Yeah, what's there not to like? Blonde hair, blonde eyes. I don't know how these blonde are they brown eyes? I don't know. Anime logic. The bartender sure is in a playful mood today, isn't he? I wish he'd just tell us what he knows without all the hassle. Although I will admit, all this investigating has been kind of fun, hasn't it? What? Okay. Yeah, it kind of has, in a weird way. What's wrong with you people? That said, we still don't really know what's going on here. Hopefully by this evening we'll have a good guess as to what Monty's old job was. Then we can go back to the bartender and find out what he knows. Cracker saying every protagonist needs to be a dick in detective novels. No, man, you don't need to be a... This guy, like, Emma is basically like, I'm into you, right? She's like, oh, I'd love to see you in a cute little sweater, right? And he's just like, I'm sure you would. What is that reaction? It's such a... It's like, there's different type of dicks, right? And that's just like... I don't know what's... It's just shitty. That's not the good type of dick. He's just being an arsehole for no apparent reason. Emma's just nice to him. From your track record, it's been all of them. Wait. What do you mean? What's been all of them? Monty. You know, he was hard to get a read on at first, but I get the sense that Monty is a kind-hearted man, don't you? Yeah, performing that card trick really seemed to cheer him up, but when Veda came back... I shouldn't speculate about others' relationships, but he just seems so timid and she's so, well, you know, overbearing. Horrible. When we talked to Monty, he did a card trick for us, very enthusiastically at that. According to the porter, all of the weird stuff in the storage car belonged to someone matching Monty's description. A cage, a suit of armour, a strange human-sized box, and a prop guillotine. I think that's all we know. I have a pretty good guess what his job was, do you? Yeah, it's probably a magician. Storage car. We're really getting into conspiracy theories territory now. Do you really think she might be somewhere in storage? I don't know, Ashmanix. I just feel like we're already ruled out all of the sensible possibilities. If she's not there, then, well, where is she? Good point. Maybe she's dressed up as someone else. Whether she's there or not, we might still learn something from looking around. It might end up being a waste of time, but it's worth a shot. Or maybe Alma was actually... Alright, so we have a name as well for this mysterious woman, Alma, apparently. I think we asked the porter about pretty much everyone at this point. No need to bother him anymore. Okay. I love how we have nothing to ask about the attendant in the observation car. Alma, I can't believe I forgot that name. It's so clear to me now. Everything about our meeting happened so fast. I didn't think to ask her until just before we split up. I was so sleepy, I must have not fully committed it to memory. But I remember it now. It was Alma. Well, the good news is that name doesn't rule out the possibility that the ring we found belongs to her. That's right, she could still be AK. Could it really be a coincidence that Fisher was also talking about someone named Alma? I don't know, but we'll find out tonight, I suppose. Right, so Fisher is the old man that Emma had seen yesterday. So let's go to the lounge car. Oh, it's becoming night time. Shit. It's starting to get a bit late. Looks like the bartender's back and... Who's that in the booth? It looks like Martin and Detective Daltrey. Is that Professor Martin, Detective Daltrey? Yes. Ooh, they're shaking hands. Martin? Oh, hello, you two. How are you both? Hi, Professor. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Yeah, all good. Was that the detective you were just talking to? Oh, yes, he came to see me about an hour ago. He's still investigating the case from the hotel, you know. To think this train may be connected somehow, frankly, it always seems a bit fantastic to me. My understanding is that he intends to speak with everyone on board, so I invited him to speak with me here over some coffee. How's the investigation going? Did he tell you much about it? No, not all that much, and I'm afraid I wasn't able to be much help. I only know as much about the incident as the police would tell me that night after all. If I had to guess, I'd say he doesn't have many leads. It's entirely possible he's been on a wild goose chase this whole time. Still, he is quite determined. He just left to look for more passengers to speak to. I'd say I hope he finds what he's looking for, but... well, I suppose I'd rather he didn't. After all, I'd feel much better if this train didn't have anything to do with a murder. I'd probably feel better with a more competent detective on board, if I'm being honest. Well, I'll be going back to my cabin now. Is everything all right, Professor? Oh, yes, I've felt a tad under the weather these past few days. I do hope I'm not coming down with something. It's nothing to worry about. Don't stay up too late, you two. We won't. Good night, Professor. Good night. Damn, look at her change her expression. All right, Ashmanix, let's talk to the bartender. We're going to stay up all night and detective our brains out. Cracker saying murder time. No, not murder time, no. Anyway, what are we doing? Speak to the bartender. Well, you're back. Have you determined what Monty's former occupation was? Yeah, I think so. Have we? Okay. Well then, let's hear it. Magician man. Yeah, that's correct. At one time, that man was a very popular and successful magician in Vendreka, at least as far as magicians go. So, what happened to him? Yeah, okay, yes, you win. I will tell you. Monty was still performing as recently as a year ago. His act was quite a popular tourist attraction. Part of his gimmick was that he'd never speak, to give himself an air of mystery. His act was mostly standard tricks, impossible escapes and such. But one night, something terrible happened. While some magic tricks look dangerous, the audience typically assumes there are plenty of safety precautions in place to prevent injury. But while that's largely true, many tricks actually are quite dangerous and require pinpoint timing and skill from the performers. One night, Monty's show was running late, and in his haste to get on stage, he neglected to perform a routine safety procedure. As a result, the poor fool became trapped in a box that was to be crushed by a large weight. He very easily could have died. When he realized he could not escape, he actually shouted for help from inside the box. The assistants pulled the box to safety moments before the weight came crashing down. Heh, I suspect help was the first word Monty had uttered in years. It took them an agonizingly long time to pry open the box, with Monty begging for his life the entire time. And the audience watching in horror as it became clear that this was not part of the act. The rest of that night's performance was cancelled, and shortly after, the story became something of a tabloid curiosity. For his trouble, Monty became a laughingstock. And to make matters worse, no venues would book his act any longer, believing it to be too unsafe. Monty hasn't performed ever since, and the public has largely forgotten about him because the public sucks. But I remember. I recognized him the moment I saw him. Oh my, that's so horrible. We saw some of the props from his act in the storage car. What do you think he's trying to do? If I had to guess, is he going to London and then he's going to start anew in London? I'd say he wants to start fresh in a country that is unfamiliar with his history. Ah yes, I was right. Crowder saying, I would just let it crush me performer till the end. Bloody hell. His career may be over in Vendreka, but the baggage from his incident shouldn't follow him all the way to London. I just don't know how he can afford such a move. The man hasn't worked in a year, and frankly, his wife may live like they're rich, but I don't think Monty was bringing home millions from his act. Their supposedly glamorous lifestyle has likely always been a facade. But, well, I suppose that's none of my business. This is all I am able to tell you. If there's anything else to discover, you'll have to discover it yourself. Oh, that was a horrible story. What a sad story. I feel so bad for him. It sort of raises more questions than it answers, though. And we still don't know what Veda and Monty have to do with Alma, if anything. Yeah, there's still a piece of the puzzle missing. But at least we're making some progress, right? It's just about night time, Ashmanix. Do you think Mr. Fisher might be in the observation car by now? He's the last person who may have seen me and Alma together. And there were just too many coincidences for him not to be connected to all of this somehow. I have a feeling he's hiding something big. Just what could it be? What could it be? Let me look at my notes. Monty. The bartender told us a bit more about Monty. He used to be a popular magician in Vendreka, but an accident during one of his performances ruined his career. The bartender thinks Monty must be trying to re-establish himself in a new country, but doesn't understand how he can afford the move, considering he hasn't worked in at least a year. Well, his backstory explains why he was so excited when he performed his card trick for us, and why he seems so sad otherwise. I feel bad for him. Why does he wear a big hat? Let's go to the observation car. Oh, it's become night time. Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. Da-dun, da-dun, da-dun. Right, so this is the attendant I was talking about, an observation deck. And this is the old man. So the old man apparently is not someone that should be on the train, because he's not on the register for people who have paid for tickets for the train. So this is very interesting. At least the name Fisher isn't. But he likes to spend a lot of time chatting to the attendant, and I wonder why. Anyway, there he is, right on schedule. Alright, here goes nothing. Now I'm going to speak to... Oh, I can't speak to the attendant. Check the area. Seems like nobody's here except for Fisher and the attendant. Discuss. Let's talk to him, Ashmanix. Fine. Excuse me, sir. Oh, this is the attendant. Very pretty attendant. Yes, can I help you? You're Mr. Fisher, correct? How do you know who I am? Oh, these two wanted to talk to you earlier. I think they were looking for something. So this is Fisher. Up close he seems kind of frail. Missing woman. He's not fucking talking about anything. What the fuck? Discuss. Let's talk to him, Ashmanix. He's fucking saying nothing, though. Can we show him something? Bro. Seems like nobody's here except for Fisher and the attendant. What? But he's not talking! I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't remember. I can't help you. You're being a piece of shit. Not very talkative, huh? He didn't want to talk to Detective Daltrey either. What is he hiding? Let's ask him about Alma. Maybe that will get him talking. Okay. Huh? How do you know that name? It's the name of the woman we're looking for. Does it ring a bell? I don't know anything. Stop asking me questions. I can't help you. That touched a nerve. Mr. Fisher, are you okay? Bro. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Look at that face. Leave me alone. He still won't talk to us. He seems really nervous. Should we tell him that we know he's not registered for this train? Yeah, let's just fucking blackmail him. I don't know, Emma. Let's press him just a little further. I know he's hiding something, obviously. He must know something about Alma. He just has to. I'm nervous about pushing him too far, but Emma's right. We need to know what he knows. Let me... What do you want? Why are you harassing me? I don't know anything about that, or anything else. I have nothing to do with that. Mr. Fisher, it's okay. We're just trying to find out what happened to... You leave her out of this! Bloody hell. I know nothing, and I'll tell you nothing. Mr. Fisher, calm down. Everything will be okay. Bro, this guy does not look okay. Mr. Fisher, we know you're not registered for this train, and so does the porter. He may already be looking for security. Emma? Ah! Not registered? Is that true, Mr. Fisher? There's no reason left for you to hide anything from us. Please, we just want to find Alma. Oh, what is this guy? This guy gonna have a heart attack? What the fuck? I won't go back. You can't make me go back. Is he gonna jump off the tree? What the fuck is in? Uh-oh. Oh shit! Man's packing. Oh fuck! I have a gun. Don't come any closer. I'll. Shit! Oh my god! Stay back! never push the old man. Crowder saying Metal Gear, Lalilulelo, you asked too many questions. Stay back, I'm warning all of you. Oh shit. Let's think. He's got a gun. How the fuck did he get a gun in here? I don't know what to do. I'm so scared. I can't even move. Dude, what the fuck? Discuss. Let's think. If we don't do something quick, he might. But what should we do? Let's check. What was this option? Fisher. He looks scared. Does he think we're trying to hurt him? Maybe this is all just a misunderstanding. Maybe I can reason with him. Oh, this is gonna fucking end badly. Mr. Fisher, you don't have to do this. We're not trying to get you in trouble. We're just looking for someone. Shut up! You just try to trick me. What the fuck are you talking about? You can't get me and go back to Vendrica. You won't. You can't. I won't. We're still in Vendrica. What are you talking about? Why is he so afraid to go back to Vendrica? Now be quiet. Go away right now or I'll... Fucking hell. He looks terrified, but why? Let's think. It's no use. He's not listening. Is Emma okay? Well, let's talk. We should stand in front of Emma. Oh, I've got a bad feeling. Stand in front of Emma. Stand in front of Emma, you fucking reprobate. Mr. Fisher, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I mean, we're not. Shut up! You can't fool me! I remember you now. You two were talking to that detective. You're with the police. He's got to take me away. He's got to take me back and then I'll... No, I won't let you. Oh, that's bad. Ashmanix, I'm scared. We should fucking stand in front of her. God damn it, man. Fucking stand. You better fucking take the bullet. Kratir saying Ocelot's seen better days. Oh my god. He looks terrified, but why? Because he's a dumbass. What should I do? Fuck it, shoot him! Do we have a gun? Mr. Fisher, we're not with the detective. This is just a misunderstanding. You don't have to do this. I don't have a choice. If I go back to Vendrica, I'll be killed. They'll kill me just like they killed Maxwell. Wait, are you a dodgy... Wait, wasn't Maxwell a dodgy politician? Did he just say Maxwell? Where have I heard that name? Drop the gun. Ah! I've got a gun too, bitch. Detective? It's over, Fisher. Drop it. I'm finished. Is he gonna drop or shoot? No. It was empty. Oh, what the fuck? No bullets. God damn it, you could have at least had a bullet in there. Mr. Fisher? Oh, it's so pathetic. I don't know why. I don't know why it feels so pathetic that he had no bullets in it. I know it's supposed to be a good thing, like he had no intention of shooting them, but it just feels pathetic. Mr. Fisher, I searched your cabin and found your boarding pass. This ticket was stolen, was it not? Yes. And just a moment ago you said if you went back to Vendrica you'd be killed, like Maxwell. Did you mean Edison Maxwell, the lawyer? Oh, was he a lawyer? Yes, that's right. Of course, Maxwell was the lawyer who was found dead yesterday morning. The lawyer that Otto Keller, the victim from the hotel, used to work for. I think you better explain yourself. What are you doing on this train? Can you ever forgive me for this? Wait, are you talking to the attendant? Yes, Mr. Fisher. Of course we forgive you. What? Why do you forgive him? He had fucking took a gun out. He was threatening you with a gun. Granted, it was empty. Crash, your 6 bullets weren't there. No, the bullets were there and not there at the same time. Schrodinger's bullets. I need to explain from the beginning. I came to Vendrica 25 years ago with my wife and my young daughter from my home in Ganbrica. Oh my god, life story. We were a happy family. Oh, our life in Ganbrica was very challenging, so we came to Vendrica in hopes of making a better life for our daughter. We were led to believe that Vendrica would be our promised land, that our troubles would be over when we finally arrived. But that was a lie. We found that opportunities for Gambrican immigrants were few and far between, and we were not welcomed with open arms as we thought we would be. The truth is, we struggled just as much in Vendrica as we did in Gambrica. It was very hard to make ends meet. And it only got harder when my wife fell ill. Ah, dude. I tried my best to be a good father to my daughter, but I know I made many mistakes. When she grew older, she met an Englishman who wanted to take her away to London. She begged me to let her go, but I was afraid of losing her. I said some things I shouldn't have said. It doesn't matter, in the end. She left without saying a word. Ah, dude, don't give me the story. My life hit rock bottom, and that's when I met him, Maxwell. He introduced himself to me with a proposition. He would pay me a sizable sum if I spied on my employer for him. I'd been working as a gardener for a Vendrican senator for a few years. I don't know why, but Maxwell wanted information on him. I couldn't say no. I needed the money. I could barely support myself as it was. Every Sunday night I would meet Maxwell at his home to tell him what I'd found. He would pay me and I would go. It seemed harmless enough. This went on for a few months until one day I received a letter in the mail. It was from my daughter. I hadn't heard from her in over 2 years. I couldn't believe it. She told me that she had just given birth to her daughter. To a daughter, sorry. And she named her after her grandmother, my wife. She named her Alma. Suddenly I was overcome with guilt. What had I become? Spying on a politician? For a crooked lawyer? I hardly recognized myself. How could I face my daughter? How could I face my granddaughter, knowing what I had done? That Sunday, I resolved to tell Maxwell that I wouldn't spy for him anymore, but he refused. He threatened me. He said if I stopped, he would use his connections in the government to have me deported. He had me trapped. What could I do? How could I refuse? I had to keep spying for him, but at least now I had a goal. I would save up my money and buy a ticket to London. I would escape. I would find my daughter. I was so close. I only needed a few more payments from Maxwell and I'd be finished. But then I went to his house 2 nights ago and he was dead. I panicked. I ran as fast as I could, and then it hit me. Somebody must have found out about the spying. They got to Maxwell first, but I must be next. I had to escape, so I came to the station and well, you know what I did. Did you beat someone up and nick their ticket? Because if you got someone else's ticket, whose ticket was it? I never thought I'd be found out. When the train left the station, I was sure I was free. I'd soon be in London, reunited with my daughter and her family. Oh, Mr. Fisher. Oh, God, that was that's depressing. What a story. I know, right? This senator you were working for, what was his name? It's going to be Martin's friend, right? It was Senator Gordon. Senator Gordon? Isn't that Professor Martin's old friend? Officer, I'm begging you. Please let me stay in London. Don't make me go back to Vendrica. I don't think he has an option. I just want to see my daughter. I just want to meet my granddaughter. I just want to meet Alma. When we arrive in London, you'll have to come back with me on the first train back to Vendrica. I promise that no harm will come to you when we return home. I understand. Oh, Detective, can't you let him stay? I know he's broken the law, but... It isn't up to me. If the rest of you wouldn't mind, I'd like to speak with him alone for a while. Ashmanix, let's go. Damn, man. Oof. Well, no, I guess not. Fisher's Alma is a different person entirely, so we still don't really know anything about her. Oh, fuck. Fisher had a breakdown when we confronted him with our questions about Alma and threatened us with a gun. Though we learned from Daltrey that wasn't even loaded. He told us his story. He was a Gambican immigrant living in Vendrica, trying to make ends meet but struggling. His wife, Alma, passed away of an illness, and when his daughter grew up, she left Vendrica with her English boyfriend to live in London. When he was at rock bottom, he was approached by that shady lawyer Edison Maxwell with a proposition. Maxwell would pay Fisher to spy on his employer, Senator Gordon. Fisher was desperate for extra cash, so he did it, until one day he received a letter from his daughter, informing him that she had given birth to a daughter. She named the daughter after her mother and Fisher's late wife, Alma. Fisher, overcome with emotion and guilt, wanted to stop spying for Maxwell, but Maxwell threatened him with deportation if he refused to continue working for him. Fisher tried to raise enough money to buy a ticket to London and flee, but before he could, he discovered Maxwell had been killed. He assumed that someone had found out about the spying and that he surely must be next. He decided to flee Vendrica and stow away on this train, in the hopes he would escape certain death and finally reunite with his daughter and her family. Such a sad story. And it looks like the Alma that Fisher mentioned was actually a totally different person from the one we're looking for. Crowder saying someone was probably listening. Listening to what? Gordon, right. So Mr. Fisher was spying on Senator Gordon for the lawyer who was killed yesterday, Maxwell. What a weird coincidence. Why would someone want to spy on Gordon? I wonder what Martin thinks about this. Oh, we should ask him. Right, let's go to my cabin. This is getting fucking depressing. Damn. Yeah, man. What? Dude, what a downer. I feel so ashamed of myself. Why? I was so sure he knew something about Alma. I thought if we cornered him, we could get him to talk, but... Wait, did we just... Oh, do you know what? I just realised we just fucked him over, didn't we? If we never went to him to ask about our Alma, he would have probably been able to go to London and meet his granddaughter and flee. Crack Deer said, can you relate? Yeah, man. I escaped. To Tajikistan, or I don't know, to come to Scotland, and I needed to come and see my granddaughter who had just been born. Glad to say my grandkids don't talk to me. I don't have any kids. They're my grandkids, man. But yes, no. Well, translate to my nobody talks to me anymore. Anyway, it was just a coincidence, and now he won't get to be reunited with his family. Yeah, we fucked him over. Oh, Ashmanix, it's all my fault. It's all right, Emma. I think we both went a little too far. I feel real bad for Mr. Fisher, but it just seemed like such a good lead. How could I ever apologise for this? I mean, if he goes to back to Vendrika and actually gets killed, you can't. I don't know what to say. We fucked up. Let's take a step back. We got a lot of information today. We can worry about Mr. Fisher later. Damn, how cold, man. She's still waiting for us to find her, remember? You're right. Just give me a second. Damn, man. Okay, let's review what we learned today. Just like last time. Oh my god. Review. The day got off to a bad start. When I woke up, I discovered that the ring we found yesterday was missing. I searched my cabin for over an hour, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I still feel so stupid for losing it. It's okay, Emma. We were still able to investigate without it. Yeah, we still needed to find the other people who might have seen me and Alma together, so we went to the lounge car to look for them. We started with those golfers, Dennis and Palmer. Unfortunately, neither of them remembered a thing about me or Alma. They were too busy arguing about putters or whatever. When we brought it up, though, Dennis proposed a couple of theories to explain what may have happened to Alma. Some of them were a little ridiculous, but, well, what did you think of Dennis's theories, Ashmanix? Let's see. Makes sense. She's not on the train anymore. Yeah, she's still on board. She'd probably be. I don't know. Yeah, that seemed like his most plausible theory to me. In hindsight, it still sounds pretty crazy though. Anyway, after we finished talking with them, we ran into Mr. Fisher for the first time. He was trying to get away from Daltrey. It seemed pretty suspicious. Fisher left quickly, and Daltrey went back to his investigation. So around this time, we talked to the bartender. Yep, and that creep made us a deal. If we could correctly guess what Monty's former job was, he'd tell us a bit more about the two of them. Monty and Veda, I mean. Gosh, after everything that happened today, I almost completely forgot about those two. We tried talking to them again too, but that didn't go so well. Yeah, only Monty was around at first, and, well, he's a man of few words. There's one thing that seemed to resonate with him, though. Do you remember what seemed to catch Monty's attention? Deck of cards. Yeah, it was that deck of cards. As soon as we showed it to him, he performed a little card trick for us. It was very charming. But then Veda came back and kicked us out. I felt really bad for Monty at the time, he seemed so happy before she came back. Anyway, the card trick was a pretty solid clue about what Monty's former job was, but it was finding all of his things in a storage cart really clinched it. A cage, a weird box, a suit of armour, a guillotine, all props from his act. So, one more time, what kind of job did he have, Ashmanix? That's right, Monty used to be a magician. It seems so obvious in hindsight, doesn't it? Once we figured it out, we talked to the bartender who told us all about Monty's past. Apparently, during one of his shows, he neglected an important safety procedure and it almost cost him his life. After that, he became a laughingstock, and no venues would book his act anymore. How sad. It's just, if Monty's been out of a job for so long, could the two of them really afford a luxury suite on this train? The bartender seemed to think they must be broke. It doesn't make any sense. They just have to be hiding something. We need to get them to talk to us somehow. Why would they talk to you about how they've smuggled themselves on a train that they can't afford? Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Mr. Fisher. We asked the train attendant in the observation car about him. She told us about how excited he was to see his family in London, and that he had mentioned to her something about a woman named Alma. Hearing that name jogged my memory. The woman we've been looking for told me her name was Alma. I'm sure of it. After that, I was certain Fisher must know something about her, but it turned out it was just a coincidence. The Alma that Fisher was talking about isn't the same Alma. Do you remember who it actually was? His wife Annie's grown. Exactly. Fisher's daughter recently had a baby who she named Alma after the baby's grandmother, Fisher's late wife. Oh, it's just so sad, Ashmanix. How could I be so stupid? It's okay, Emma. We had other reasons to be suspicious of Fisher, remember? Yeah, because of what we learned from the porter in the storage car. When we first talked to the porter, he was a bit agitated. Apparently, they've been dealing with a particular problem in these trains lately. What was the problem, Ashmanix? Stowaways. Apparently, he's been finding stowaways on the train very often recently. When we told the porter about Mr. Fisher, he confirmed that nobody with that name was registered for this train, so... It seemed pretty likely that Mr. Fisher was actually a stowaway. At that point, all that was left to do was talk to him ourselves. Yeah. Mr. Fisher panicked when we confronted him. He pulled a gun, but Daltrey appeared in the nick of time to de-escalate the situation, and it turned out the gun wasn't loaded anyway. He was just really scared. He was working as a spy for Maxwell, the lawyer whose death Daltrey is investigating. He even discovered Maxwell's body last night, which made him think that someone found out about the spying, and that he may be killed too, so he stole a train ticket in order to escape. He also told us about the circumstances that led him to this point. I can't believe everything Fisher has been through. I didn't know conditions for Gambrican immigrants were so bad. I didn't get that impression from Martin at all. You remember, right? Last night Martin told us that Vendrica had been working to open its borders to Gambrican refugees, but he didn't tell us they were still struggling. Yeah, but that isn't the only thing that's bothering me. It's who Fisher was involved with. You got it too, right? The person that Maxwell was having Mr. Fisher spy on. Gordon. Fuck, I have to spell out the name? Bro. That's... when you move away from multiple choice, you hurt my soul. Yeah, it was Senator Gordon, Professor Martin's old friend. After that, Daltrey told Mr. Fisher that he couldn't stay in London and that they'd both be going back to Vendrica. I guess that means he'll be arrested. Yeah, that was the most serious I've ever seen Daltrey. It was a little eerie. Well, I think that's everything. Ashmanix. What's going on? I don't know. We only have one day left until we reach London. We found out so much, but still no sign of Alma. What should we do? It's been a long day. I think we should get some sleep, but tomorrow we need to find Mr. Fisher again. We still have a very important question to ask him. Oh yeah, with everything that's been going on, I almost forgot why we were looking for him in the first place. He's the only person left who might remember seeing me and Alma together in the lounge car. We still need to find out what Veda and Monty are hiding too. It'll be okay, Emma. We can still get to the bottom of this. I think I'm going to go to bed now, Ashmanix. I want to be alone for a bit, if that's okay. I mean, it's night time and we both need to go to sleep, right? It's okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. God, I've never seen her like this. I have such a sick feeling in my stomach. Just what is going on here? I think I'm a little scared to find out. Damn. Chapter 3 over the old man. What? Is that talking about me? What? Chapter 4. Is it snowing? What time is it? Wow, it's really pouring out there. Is that rain? Okay. Right. Man, save. Quit. Yeah. Harmonica LLC. Wow. Right. Well, the plot thickens. Turns out there's an old man on a train who worked for Martin, the professor's friend, Gordon, Senator Gordon, and was spying on him for money for the lawyer that was killed. And it's suspected that he's going to be killed too. So the plot thickens. Ooh, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Anyway, I'll continue this next Wednesday. Or maybe I'll continue. Maybe I'll do it on Friday. I don't know. But the plan is for next Wednesday at least. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is interesting. I love it. I'm enjoying this. I love the setting. I love the art style. I'm a little bit concerned about where this is going to go. But we'll leave it here for now. I am Ashmatnix. This is Detective Instinct. Farewell, my beloved. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.